Hi everyone! So I got a surprise video to do today. Finally gotten some of my bills paid out and stuff like that. So I had some excess cash on me, and I decided to get Fat Pack. Fat Pack. I love me Fat Pack. I like Fat Packs more than I even well. Okay, bundle. It's a Fat Pack. I hate they did a bundle. I don't get that. Why didn't you just say, hey, the new and improved Fat Pack? Point being, I love me Fat Packs. I don't love them almost more than I love boxes. Probably more than I love boxes. Even though you get plenty more packs and boxes, and you'll even get a buy a box promo. But in these, I mean, they changed them recently where you don't get the hold on. I think I have a couple. One second. Yep. Oh, yeah. You don't get these things anymore. Where these little deck boxes that you can get in them. They don't put those anymore, which I do not like that they do anymore. But you still get dice. You get this free set of land, so you always have a land on call, which I love. And you get this little pamphlet, which is cool. It's got some of the lore going on in there. Talk about the gods, the pantheon of gods. We got all the list of the cards and stuff. I love these things so much. So I figured, why not? And I don't even know what this is supposed to be. So I figured, why not do this cool little deck box thing with the Planeswalker symbol? Love that. Why not do a opening reaction or opening for this? So yeah, I figured. And now when I get the boxes, when I get the oh sweet. Well, we'll get to that in just a second. But when I get the bundles, I'm going to do reaction videos, openings to them. Now, in the future, I'm going to actually have it, so you're just going to see my hands and the cards and me talking about that. I just didn't have the time to do something about that today, but we'll do that in the future. For right now, we're going to do that. So we got our little Amonkhet dice, which I think I still have the one from the pre-release. I don't think I lost that one, pretty certain. And if I did, well, I got another one. But what I didn't know I was going to get is apparently it pretty much gives you all the tokens. That's that's awesome. Wait a minute, let me open this up just to be certain that this pretty much gives me all the tokens I get. Because I got a couple of bomb creatures in a few decks that I would love to have the tokens for. So let's see here. I kind of bent that zombie, but we got. Oh, okay, they're double-sided. They're double-sided tokens. So we get zombie with Gideon's token. We got unwavering initiate with worm token. We got that. We got snake token. Cool look. Oh, that's a nice looking snake token. I like that snake token. Isn't that a cool looking snake token? Moving on. We got the avian wing guide, hippo token. So yeah, and crocodile. Oh no, sorry, beast token that we get with the think words that you get with the trial. And yeah, basically, and more or less, basically, they give you most, if not all, the tokens to. Yeah, there's the Sphinx one. I got the Sphinx, and I plan to in a deck right now. There's the Snake Zombie. They gave me the Angel. Yeah, you get all the tokens, and this is pretty cool. I didn't expect this. This is awesome. All right, I mean, and I haven't even gotten to the damn packs yet. Of course, you get your land, your specific. Now, I'm not going to open this up, but I do wonder if there might be a couple of full art lands in this. We'll find out. Excuse me, later on. But no, all right, we got. Oh, I love that new pack smell. Love that print. So, oddly enough, the way I like to do it, I kind of like to separate the packs in order of the art that's on them. I don't know. It's just my way of doing things. And I got 2 of each. Lovely. So I'm opening up. Now, I'm not going to go over every single card I get, obviously, but we're going to go over uncommons, foils, rares, and all that good stuff. So let's see here now. Naga Oracle. All right, moving on. So let's see. We got Flameblade Adept, which honestly I'm probably not going to use because I don't run many decks that use discard or cycling, especially not cycling, as a main effect. We got Sacred Excavation, which return up to 2 target cards with cycling from your graveyard to your hand. If I were to build a cycling deck, it'd be useful, I guess, but I have no intention of building a cycling deck. We have Trial of Solidarity, which is the white trial, which is 2 of any color in 1 white. When it enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +2/+1 in vigilance till the end of turn, and when you play a card to return to your hand. It's a decent card. And then for a rare card, we have Pyramid of the Pantheon, which is one of any color artifact. Tap 2 and then pay 2 of any color and tap this. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Put a brick counter on this card, and then tap it. Add 3 mana of any color to your mana pool. Activates this ability only if there are 3 or more brick counters on this card. I could see me using this in some decks. It all depends on it depends on which deck I would find it most useful in. It would have to be it definitely would have to be a multicolored deck, that's for certain. But I could see me using it. It's not impossible. Moving on to our next pack. It will open up for me. Open for daddy. All right. He's like, dude, that was weird. He's like, so what? Fuck you. No, whatever. And moving on again, going to just the uncommons. All right, okay. Faith of the Devoted. This was the card I was talking about in my actual review for the set. This card is disgusting in Two-Headed Giant. Because it says each opponent, which you have 2 opponents in Two-Headed Giant. You're a team, but you still count as individual opponents. This thing was disgusting, because anytime we discarded or cycled, which the guy who I was playing with on my team, they designed a deck just for that. He was cycling, discarding like almost 2 cards every turn, so they were losing 8 life from 30 as their base. So in less than like 3 or 4 turns, they were down to almost nothing. It was disgusting, and we pretty much won near the whole damn thing. Gravedigger, 2/2 zombie, 3 of any color, 1 black. Enters the battlefield, you can return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. I can see me using that in something. Absolutely, the recursion's always good. Let's see, Shadowstorm Vizier, 1 black, 1 blue, 1/3 flying human cleric. Another cycling discard card that I just don't care about. And then Drakehaven, which was another card that we found to be very useful. And I got me a Vizier of Many Faces token for the It's a Bomb. Which making the Drakes was very useful, but again, it's just not a card that I see me using. So right now, of the 2 out of 10 packs, I've got 1 card that I could definitely see me using. The other one is a build around me card that I just don't want to build a deck around. So that's probably just going to go in the binder. Nice, happy binder. Let's see, now going over to my uncommons now. We have Censor. Now, you can't steal from the Censor. I merely reclaim them. To quote V for Vendetta. Censor. Instant. 1 of any color, 1 blue. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 of any color. And 1 blue pay 1 blue, cycle it. That one I could actually see me using because the cycle is really it's cheaper than its cost. It's 1 blue, which is easy, especially if you're running in the right blue deck. So I could actually see me using that card. We have Avian Wind Guide. It is a 2/3 bird warrior, 2 of any color, 1 blue, 1 white. Flying Vigilance. Creatures tokens you control have flying and vigilance. And Embalm for 4 of any color, 1 white and 1 blue. I would have to rebuild some. Excuse me. I would have to rebuild a deck. It'd either have to be an Embalm deck or it'd have to be just this token deck. I could see using it effectively, but it's another card that's kind of a build around me. I'll have to actually look to see what decks I have that utilize white and blue that have a decent amount of creatures in them, or decent amount of token creations. We have Scaled Behemoth, a 6/7 hexproof crocodile for 2 green and 4 of any color. It is just a big ass crocodile. I love this card just because it's a big ass crocodile. Will I ever use it? Maybe. I got an Anointed Priest token. Anointed Priest token. There we go. And another land. And we have Oracle's Vault. This was actually the card they spoiled when they were spoiling brick counters. 4 of any color, 4 of any color artifact, pay 2 and then tap, exile the top card of your library until the end of turn. You may play that card. Put a brick counter on a counter on Oracle's Vault. Exile the top card of your library until the end of turn. You may pay it without paying its mana cost. Activate this if you have 3 or more brick counters on this card. Again, a card that I could actually see being very useful. It's simply a matter of being able to activate and get those brick counters on there. Now, if you're using cards that, for instance, say like have Proliferate or anything that is able to increase your tokens, then yeah, I could definitely see it being useful. Or counters, I should say. I can definitely see it being useful. I might be able to find a home for that somewhere. So, moving on to our third pack, I believe. It's our fourth pack. Let's see now. So far I've gotten one okay rare, two okay rare. I've gotten some okay rares so far. No mythics yet, obviously, because you're paying attention, I hope. Moving on, we had a monument. We have Bantu's Monument. Now, all the monuments have the same effect for their respective respective color. Creatures, spells, in this case, black, cost one of one of any color less to cast. In this one case, whenever you cast a creature spell, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Now, those are always deceiving. You think it's like, all right, I got 5 opponents in Commander. I'm going to gain 5 life as soon as I play a creature. No, you're just going to gain 1 life. But all these are good. I'm certain I'll find a home for that in one of my decks. Another Grave Digger. So Grave Digger is always cool. I'm not a big. I've been on record saying black's my least favorite color, but it's still fine. Then we have Weaver of Curtains. Currents. Excuse me. 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 of any color. Add 2 colors mana to your mana pool. It is a 2/2 Naga Druid. Whoop. Now, I love me green blue. It is my favorite dual color combination. In fact, it's my favorite color combination, period. I might have a place for this somewhere. Maybe. Because I don't run colorless decks that much. I had an Eldrazi deck for a little while, and just I'll probably end up rebuilding that, actually. But it didn't go anywhere. I didn't get around to playing it often, so I just deconstructed it and used the parts for other things. Our rare for this pack is Shadow of the Grave. 1 black and 1 of any color. Instant. Return to your hand all cards in your graveyard that cycled or discarded this turn. Good for cycling and madness, but for someone like me who doesn't care about that, it's kind of a worthless card. Because it's such a specific card is the problem that it's only good with these things. So unless I'm working with a deck that's dealing with a lot of discarding or cycling, it doesn't matter to me at all. So, Time to Reflect. 1 white instant. Exile target creature that blocked or was blocked by a zombie this turn. Now, in a white zombie deck, great, right on with all your embalm stuff. Otherwise, yeah, no. Scaled Behemoth Crocodile again. We have Grim Strider. Now, Grim Strider, 6/6, 3 of any color, and 1 black. So it's a 6/6 for 4. It gets a -1/-1 for each card in your hand. This is this thing. I don't like cards like this because you need to be. Now, it works great with like the Black God, or excuse me, the Red God, Hazoret, who makes you discard. But it's not worth it because there's so many more better cards for this. Like oh god, the 7/7 from Complex, the black creature, 2 black, 1 of any color. Choose an opponent, and this creature loses. It gets -1/-1 for each card in that opponent's hand, or each card in that player's hand. But because it's choose the player, you could design a discard deck that makes them discard. Have this thing at 7/7. At best, it's going to be, or worse, it's going to be a 6/6. Because they're always maybe going to keep at least 1 card in their hand. Hey, got a full art land again. Woo! White full art land. I always love the full art lands. They're awesome looking. And our rare this time is a split card. Now, I am on record saying that I really don't like the split cards that much. Most of them just don't really do anything for me. I mean, let's see. We have Failure, in this case, to comply. So, Failure. Return target spell to its owner's hand. It's... Give me a second. Comply. 1 white aftermath. Cast a life from your graveyard, then exile. Choose a card name. Until the next turn, your opponent can't cast spells of the card's chosen name. Essentially, you're supposed to use these in conjunction with each other. Oh, I hate not using this card at all. This card sucks. Your target spell, meaning it has to be in mid-play. So any sorcery, enchantment, creature, planeswalker, instant, artifact, any of those that are there plays like, I'm going to cast this. No, you're not. I'm returning it. It's like, oh, it's like I'm going to counter it, return it to your hand so you can play it again. Okay. Oh, but wait, I'm going to say comply. You can't play it this turn. This sucks. This absolutely sucks. So, I've opened half my packs. I've gotten 2 things that I could definitely 3 things I'm definitely not going to use, and 2 things I can say I'll use. So it's a bit of a touch and go right now. God almighty, I hate cards like that. Return spell to your hand, stupid as hell. But let's see, Gate to the Afterlife. Now this is one of those interesting cards. Not because it's a really good card, it's an okay card. Gate to the Afterlife is an artifact that costs 3 of any color. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you gain 1 life. Then you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. It's alright. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Pay 2. Sacrifice Gate to the Afterlife. Search your graveyard, hand, and or library for a card named God Pharaoh's Gift and put it into the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. Activates the ability only if there are 6 or more creature cards in your graveyard. Now, clearly, this is like with Tarkir or Fate Reforged, where it was Dragon's basically the card that named a card in the future that we didn't know about, and then we'd see in the later set. This is clearly God Pharaoh's Gift is clearly going to be in the later set. The question is, what is it? I would imagine it's either a rare or an uncommon. It's not going to be a common because this is uncommon. The fact that you're searching for a very specific card means that the other card must be at least of equal value, or rarity. Lay Claim. 2 blue, 5 of any color, enchant aura. You control enchanted, basically enchant permanent. You control enchant permanent. It's a mind control, but it's a really big one. I mean, control effects are great, but I don't know. It's not something that I can really dig on. It's got cycle for 2, which I could see why you maybe use it. If eventually you're getting to the point where it's like, I can't play this, but you're going to cycle it. So maybe I could see finding some use for that. Deem Worthy, 4 of any color, 1 red, instant. Deem Worthy deals 7 damage to target creature. Cycle it for 3 of any color and 1 red. When you cycle Deem Worthy, you may have it deal 2 damage to target creature. It's okay. I could maybe see some use coming out of that because besides drawing a card, you're basically drawing a card and doing 2 damage to a creature for 4. That's actually not terrible. Hey, we got a first mythic, and it's Cruel Reality, a curse. 2 black, 5 of any color, enchant player. At the beginning of enchant player's upkeep, that player sacrifices their creature or planeswalker. If they can't, they lose 5 life. That is going in something, absolutely. And I get 2 full art lands, a green one and a blue one, and wouldn't you know it, one of them is foil. Oh yeah, foil island. That's nice looking. And we got a warrior token. So hey, I got a mythic. So now I've reconciled most of them. 30, yeah. Basically, if I get an invocation, then we're going to see some fireworks going on. Excuse me. Still getting over a cold. Warfire Javelineer. 3 of any color, 1 red, 2/3. Minotaur Warrior. When it enters the battlefield, it deals X damage to target creature and opponent controls or X number of instants or sorcery cards in your graveyard. It's a good, what's the best way to put it? It's a good creature removal, but only, it's a late game card too. I mean, you can play it for 2, you can play it on turn 4 if you're playing it for its mana cost, and you would luck out and get maybe 2 damage to ping something, but you want to wait a little while to play it. Time to reflect. Time to reflect. Exile target. No, we've already gone over it. No, wait. Exile target creature. Yeah, exile target creature blocked or was blocked by a zombie this turn. White. I don't plan on wanting white zombies. So yeah. Limits of solidarity. Gain control of target creature. It's a gain control of card. Hey, we got the emblem thing. This thing, the punch out. We got another Shadow of the Grave. So lots of black I'm getting right now, and I'm not a fan of black, but we'll figure something out with that. Moving on, just to hopefully speed this up a little bit. We're already at the 18-minute mark. And moving on. We are at, right now, Wayward Servant. White, black zombie, 2/2. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. I'm sure you know what it looks like, but there it is. Don't plan on using it, just because it doesn't fit any... it doesn't fit on anything I'm really working with. Then we have Edifice of Authority. I think I pronounced that right. 3 of any color, artifact. Pay 1. Target creature can't attack this turn. Put a brick counter on this card. Pay 1 and tap this again. Until your next turn, target creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. 3 or more brick counters. I like the other 2 ones better. We got our Avian Wind Guide, and we have Samut, Voice of Dissent. Damn good card right there. That is going into something. And we got a red one. Red land right there. But no, we're talking about Samut right now. Samut's got it going on. Flash, double strike, vigilance, haste. Other creatures you control have haste. Tap a white, tap her, or pay a white, tap her, and untap another target creature. She got possibilities, man. She got some very big possibilities. Because her on her own at 5 mana, that thing is a beast. Just equip her with anything. Equip it with anything. Just give it a +1/+1, and this thing becomes sick and disgusting. Sixth Sense. Now, this was a card that was spoiled early on. Enchant player. It's a green card. Enchant aura. 1 green. Enchant creature has. Enchant creature. Enchant creature has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. Yeah, I can see it working with unblockable. It doesn't give any of the bonuses. Got another Warfire Javelineer. Reduce. Rubble. Bleh. Wait a minute. Is that what it... Oh, that is rich. I'll explain why in just a second. Reduce 1 blue, 2 of any color. Counter target spell unless its controller plays 3 of any color. Rubble 1 red, 1 2 of any color. Aftermath up to 3 target lands don't untap during the controller's next untap step. On their own, that might have been okay. Together, they're all right. It's just whatever. Rags to Riches. 2 black, 2 of any color. All creatures get -2/-2 at the end of the turn. Each opponent chooses a creature he or she controls. You gain control of those creatures. Riches is 2 blue and 5 of any color. Sorcery. That one I actually could see me using in the right scenario. But the one I laughed at is my foil in this is a card. It's a rare. It's Throne of the God Pharaoh. At the beginning of your end step, or each opponent loses life equal to the number of tapped creatures you control. I laugh at this because this foil is the card I got in my pre-release pack as my promo card for pre-release. So it's very humorous that I would get it again. Last but not least, now come on, I've already got 1 of the gods. I wouldn't mind 2 of the other ones. I don't really care about Bontu, and I don't care about Kefnet at all. But I wouldn't mind either Gideon or Nissa, but we'll get to that in just a second. So, Kefnet's Monument. So blue, and in this case, we already know what it does. 3 blue creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a creature spell, target creature an opponent controls does not untap during its controller's next untap step. So there you go. Over there. And let's see. Now we have Manglehorn. Because there's a heavier artifact. Actually, no, it's because we had artifacts in the last set. When Manglehorn enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact. Artifacts your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped. 2/2 for 3. It's whatever. And let's see. Renewed Faith. 2 of any color, 1 white. Gain 6 life. Cycle. If you cycle this card, cycle for 2, 1 white, and 1 of any color. Renewed Faith, you may gain 2 life. Actually, I can see me playing this. I can actually see me playing. Just gain 2 life and draw a card. Last but not least, we have Heaven and Earth. Heaven is a 1 green, 1x. Heaven deals X damage to each creature with flying. Earth, +2, 1 red, so 2 red, and X. Aftermath, it deals X damage to each creature without flying. So basically, creature with flying, creature without flying. Maybe I could find some use for it. I don't like these split cards. The only problem I really have with this is I don't dig on the split cards really at all. I don't think they're that good. But again, smarter players than me probably think differently, and that's cool. That's fine. They're entitled to. I have nothing against them thinking differently than I do. So anyway, yes, that is all the cards I got in my bundle. So let's just go over it one more time. I got 2 copies of Shadow of the Grave, which I have no intention of using. I have Drakehaven, which again I have no intention of using. I got me a Failure to Comply, which again I have no intention of using. I have Pyramid of the Pantheon, which I actually could see myself using this. Oracle's Vault. Whoop, there it goes. Oracle's Vault, which, once again, I can see me pulling something out with that. I have a Throne of the God Pharaoh, which maybe, unlikely, I'll probably end up just sitting in the binder. But who knows? I got Rags, 2 Riches, and Heaven and Earth, 2 rare split cards, which I could see me using in the right context. We'll find out. I have Cruel Reality and Samut, Voice of Dissent. both of which I could definitely see me using and putting in decks. So yeah, that has been me unboxing a bundle of Amonkhet. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, superhero, magic, what ifs, anything I do on the channel, please put in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to it at some point. I got the weekend off, so I'm just going to do my usual things. Samurai Jack, Dragon Ball Super, box office report, basically all that stuff over the weekend. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you folks next time. Later.